Hi, this is Deirdre Martinez of the Uplift Movement, joined by my dear friend Marlene Urrea. Yay! And don't you love her shirt? Look at this. There's butterflies and weed plants all over it. And it looks so classy.
I like to dress for the occasion.
Yeah, and it is an occasion today. We are celebrating cannabis wine. We're celebrating because this is a cool thing. Marlene, I chose to join me today because she's not really like a cannabis person. She prefers wine. Am I right?
I like everything.
She likes everything. but tell me like what makes you interested in this product?
Well, half the calories of a glass of traditional wine, 123 calories per glass of red wine. This only has 49 calories per glass. That means I could drink 3 times as much for the same calories.
That's true.
Who doesn't want more bang for their buck?
Correct. And no hangover.
Yes.
Yes. So that's a big deal. I mean, I don't know about you, but I don't like hangovers the next day. And sometimes even one glass of wine, I swear I get a hangover the next day. Maybe I'm getting old. I don't know.
We are, but we don't have to tell people that.
Don't tell me. I'm not telling you. So what we're drinking today is a product called Rebel Coast, and it is sativa, which I think is interesting because from what I've understand, when you consume something like a edible or a beverage, that when you digest it, you lose that sativa indica experience. Is that true? Do you know?
I don't know the science behind that.
Okay.
But I do know typically if they use a distillate to make the wine, but that would be oil. So I wonder what their process is when they make this wine so that you don't get some kind of weird oily consistency.
Yeah.
So maybe with the process and the fact that it's cold and not cooked.
Okay.
Could have something to do with the fact that maybe it retains some of its sativa qualities.
Okay, that's pretty cool. Yeah, so we'll see. Sativas are supposed to get you kind of a little bit more uplifted, give you some energy. So I know that when we've talked about your experience with cannabis, it can kind of make you tired.
Yes.
And so that's why you don't necessarily, it's not your go-to recreational substance.
Exactly.
Okay. So maybe this might be, I know that.
Watch out, Lydia.
I know.
Maybe you're going to have a party.
Could have a little party in here. So according to this, it says it was, it's made with fermented grapes in Sonoma, and they just leave out the alcohol. And they replaced it with THC. So THC is the psychoactive substance in marijuana. And by removing the alcohol, you don't get no hangover, right? I've never gotten a hangover from weed. I know some people say they feel a little bit groggy, but I've never done that. Each glass has no more than 49 calories, and typically a glass of wine is 150 calories. So that's a lot. You should start to feel.
You must have a heavy pour. I thought it was 123.
Yeah, maybe I do. Well, they add up, right? Because we know we don't drink one. We have like 5.
She's hot.
We have like 5. And we should start to feel happy, giggly in 15 to 20 minutes.
Oh, well, that's less than most edibles.
That's less than most edibles. And then in terms of alcohol, I think that's about the same as like alcohol, right? Yeah. All right. And then it actually, what's cool about this too is that it actually gives you the dosing, which is pretty nice. And the dosing is 10 milligrams per glass. Now, typically, when me and Marlene have our wine and dine nights together, it's usually just in the living room and we order takeout and drink wine. But when we do that, yeah, we drink like 2 bottles between the two of us when on a school night, you know. But
you're making us look like big luscious here. We're proper young ladies, and occasionally we imbibe a bit.
Well, and occasionally. So in this whole bottle has 40 milligrams if we were to drink this all, which is, I mean, I know she's a little bit of a lightweight, so I didn't get 2 bottles of this knowing that you would not drink 2 bottles of wine, correct? No. Okay, good. 40 milligrams for me would be pushing it for me. I can do about 20.
Yeah.
So for anybody that is starting new, baby steps, like maybe not even the 10 milligrams. You're just drinking little sips and taking it slow, because you need to make sure you wait that 15 to 20 minutes before you drink some more. Are you ready to try it?
I'm ready.
Okay, you open it because I don't know how to open bottles. You know
all those years of cater waiter will pay off.
And then of course it's wine, so we're gonna use wine glasses.
We have a nice little cheese
and
plate.
And we have a nice little cheese plate, some brie.
Some gherkins, some brie, and a little bit of olive topping on.
Yeah,
With
and
some French bread because we're classy ladies.
and we need munchy food.
Of
So
course.
that's gonna be for the munchy food.
Okay, so here goes nothing. Top of the bottle to this line is 10.
Okay, so we're gonna look at the bottle, make sure we do this right. Can you follow the instructions?
Oh, we still got plenty to go. It's
Oh,
a big
wow.
pour. So that's good.
It looks interesting. It looks like a little cloudy. Doesn't it look cloudy to
Yeah,
you?
a little bit. Maybe, well, it might be the condensation in the glass.
Oh.
Or whatever. Is that first glass that much?
Oh boy, maybe. Okay, maybe that's gonna be my glass.
Well, it says 10 milligrams. I'm following the line.
Oh boy. Okay,
Well,
well, let's pour yours and see what it looks like
Hey,
when we
that's
pour
10,
your glass.
that's 10. Okay, good.
I mean,
That's about right.
yeah, we'll see.
Okay, so we're about even. It's hard. I will tell you, it's not super easy to see through this bottle. Like, it was at the top because you're
Okay.
getting a lot of light pouring through it.
Yeah.
It is not easy anymore, and let me tell you, we have plenty of light in this room right now.
Oh, boy,
So
yeah, you're right. You
It's
can't really
pretty
see.
tough to see. The first glass was pretty easy because we're measuring from the top, so I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna call it even right there. Does that look good?
That looks perfect. We'll just
Okay.
try to make it as even.
Yeah,
as
I mean, the
mine
nice
might
thing
be.
is if you really wanted to split this into two smaller glasses and like have the, you know, the socialization, then it's totally possible. So you can make 8 smaller glasses, I think.
Yeah, because here's the thing. This is 10 milligrams, and 10 milligrams can be a lot for some people. So exactly, like splitting that up could
Yeah.
be a nice, good.
Yeah, and you want to socialize and have the extra pour and have the whole ritual of drinking wine. And sometimes you don't just want one glass. As you heard, we usually like to have a bottle, which is about 4 glasses.
Oh, you know the math.
Yeah, I mean, in a proper restaurant should be 6, but we heavy pour.
True.
So,
True.
cheers.
All right, cheers.
We'll be
Cheers,
back
cheers,
in a few
cheers.
minutes to tell you
Cheers,
how we're
cheers,
feeling.
Cheers. Oh, we're gonna taste this and tell them what we think of
Oh,
it first.
I'm in a hurry. I'm like ready.
Smell it.
Take 2.
Smell it. Okay, it actually smells like wine.
It does smell like
kinda
wine.
smells
It
like
smells
wine.
like a nice.
Marlene, you have to put the pinky up when
Oh.
you drink the wine. Remember, we're classy. Classy.
I'm learning.
It's like tricking people. They think that they're drinking wine, but we're actually
It
really
does
drinking.
smell nice, kind of like maybe like a Sauvignon
Like
Blanc.
a Sauvignon Blanc, yeah.
Little fruity, like
It just
pears.
it just looks a little cloudy, which I think is interesting, but it probably is because of the infusion. Okay, drink.
Interesting.
Interesting.
It doesn't taste bad though.
It doesn't taste bad. It has an aftertaste.
A little bit. A little minerally.
Yeah.
But like
yeah.
more than like when wine is minerally. Like a different minerally. And it might be because they pulled the alcohol out.
I like it on the first taste,
Yeah.
and then you have this like interesting aftertaste.
You're right.
But again, I mean, how many times do we drink, when you first drank alcohol, how good did it taste?
Just tastes better than like a Boone's Farm, and that's what I
There
started
you
with.
go. I remember the first time I tried one of those drinks. It's like they're not necessarily tasty, but yeah, it's interesting. So we'll see what the effect is like, and
It's not the worst tasting wine I've ever drank, and I've paid a lot of money for bad tasting wines.
yes. And again, there's 45 calories in a serving, so that might be.
Yeah, it doesn't taste bad. It's just that lingering aftertaste that is kind of interesting.
Yeah, but it doesn't stay that long either, though.
No.
It just kind of like lingers for a little bit, and then it's gone.
Yeah, and then you're like, oh, I'm ready for
Yeah,
another
ready
one.
guys for another glass. Yeah.
But I think the nice like smell helps with the taste too.
Oh,
because
you know
it really
what'll
does
help?
smell nice.
Some pickles. Perfect. Okay, have the pickles and the wine. It's perfect. Watch.
I'm
Taste
gonna
it.
test
Taste
that
it.
theory.
Drink the wine and eat the pickle.
Okay.
I mean, I didn't try the pickle before and then eat it, but you're testing another theory. My theory was eat the pickle after the wine.
Oh, it's good.
Is it good?
It's a good little palate cleanser.
Oh, well, there you go.
Yeah,
We just discovered something.
we sure did.
Let me try that now.
That's why I brought snacks.
Way better.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you're gonna drink,
Yeah, something about the vinegar must
Yeah,
take away
that was really
aftertaste.
good.
Yeah.
that was really good. Okay, totally changed the game now.
We didn't do it on purpose.
We didn't do it on purpose, but you have this genius idea to have a little munchie tray. So this is just like little pickled.
They're little gherkins. They're
Gherkins.
called gherkins. They're little tiny baby pickles.
Yeah, yeah.
They sell them at Whole Foods.
Eat that and drink that, and we're good.
Well, vinegar is a palate cleanser, so perhaps that's why it rids of that like aftertaste.
It's perfect. Perfect.
We strive for perfection on Deirdre's Uplift Movement TV.
Yeah. So just because camera's rolling, and why don't we just play and talk and drink at the same time? So tell me, how do you like working in the cannabis industry?
Whoa! I thought we were just drinking wine here.
We are.
Cannabis wine. Oh, we're not allowed to call it wine, I think.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
a cannabis-infused beverage.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's a law about that.
Yeah.
So, speaking of working in the cannabis industry, there are a lot of laws, kids. So, make sure you're following them, you stay compliant, and then you will do business for a long, long time. Something as simple as your labels could put you out of business. So, just be careful. So working in the cannabis industry is really fun. It's really exciting.
It is exciting.
Look at what I get to do for fun.
We're just drinking cannabis wine.
I mean, this is kind of work, right? Yes. It's research and development.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not developing anything, but I'm researching. Am I already high? I'm already stuttering.
Are
Just
you?
kidding.
Okay. I'm like, baby. So what kind of products have you seen out in the market that look really cool and exciting to you?
Cool and exciting. Well, gosh, I didn't know I was going to have a quiz today.
It's not quiz.
Well, this is cool and exciting. So
Yeah.
I'm excited about the beverage sector because, as you know, I like to drink, and
Is that true?
It's a true statement, and there's a lot of people out there who like to drink, but we know it's very harming to our bodies. It's dehydrating, it kills our liver, it makes us age. And I'm a lady of a particular age, and I'm trying to stay young and not pay for Botox. So if I can drink some cannabis and have some fun, healthy cannabinoids that are going to refresh my skin and my youth and keep my liver intact, that's all good news. So I am excited about the beverage sector of the cannabis industry. I think it's still developing. You know, we have seen some other products like Two Roots, which is an awesome beverage that tastes just like beer. It's also a lower dose, so I feel like you can have that social experience of like passing the joint or drinking the wine or having the beers, right? It's the ritual, it's not just the dosing. I know that microdosing has been complicated. It hasn't hit the way that, a lot of product manufacturers in the industry predicted, because there's still a lot of people looking for, THC per dollar, especially in California where the taxes are burdensome. However, I think as the industry evolves and you do start to see these new consumers who are looking for alcohol alternatives, and we've heard millennials are staying away from that, and that's why seltzer waters are such a big deal.
Yeah, like spiked seltzer water.
Spiked seltzer, it's low alcohol, right? But it's still, you still have the vibe of doing the vice with your friends, right? You still want that experience. So I think these beverages are really exciting, and as soon as they start to fine-tune them, I think they'll be a big hit.
Yeah, they're just developing still.
Yeah, it's still developing. People are figuring out, what do consumers want, how do they make the taste, and we all know that the taste of alcohol is not that awesome. Nobody is like, oh my god, that vodka shot was so good. Right? Everybody makes that face, right? But we all have learned over time to make it palatable. And so I think we'll have the same experience with these cannabis beverages. So that's definitely a segment that I'm excited about. Yeah. And of course, I keep hearing about cosmetics. I love cosmetics. Oh, yeah. So that's another industry, another part of the industry I'm interested in.
The like creams, facial creams, and CBD, mostly for, is it CBD for wrinkles or?
Well, it's like anti-inflammation, right? Okay. So I tend to have acne-prone skin, so that's something that would interest me, something more natural, less chemical based, that I can put on my skin, near my eyes, near my mouth. If I can put it in my body, ingest it, it's great to be able to put it on my face. So those are some of the things that I think are exciting.
Yeah, no, very cool. I had to ask you about that, and I knew the beverages is one of them. That's why I asked you to help me with this, because she's one of my hard converters. She likes her wine and she likes her cocktails, and so, but I know, like she said, she doesn't like the hangovers, and it really is, alcohol can be, over the long term, really detrimental to the body, and it's poison, it's toxic, yes.
And as women, we don't want the blackout effect. I think especially when you're young and you're learning how much you can consume and what your tolerance is, it's important to have a substance if you're going to go out, have fun, relax, that isn't going to make you vulnerable to outside dangers, you know, or assault or any physical kind of attack. And we know that's a reality. So I think that this is a great alternative for, you know, as you get into that scene, if you choose to do that.
Yeah. And on that also, I think that it's important to, shit, I forgot. Am I already high?
All that weed she smoked.
Oh, that's what it was about. On that note, if you're a newcomer to drinking weed or consuming weed, and you also like alcohol, try not to mix both of them, because especially if you're drinking like a liquid cannabis or having an edible cannabis,
yes,
and then you're drinking champagne or alcohol, that the two combined can be really strong in your effect. And if you're new to trying these substances, it can be kind of scary. Like, not that you're gonna die from cannabis or anything like that, but you can get very, very drunk, very high. It increases the effects a lot.
Yeah, so cannabis is a vasodilator, so it means it opens up your bloodstream, and then it allows the alcohol to enter quicker, so you actually get drunk faster. So you combine those two together, and so you obviously also the THC hits you quicker, so you become crossfaded, as they call it, as the kids call it. And so it can be a great combination. Not that I'm condoning this. But a 2.5 milligram edible and a glass of traditional wine with alcohol is a great relaxing high.
Yeah.
But again, if you're new to this, I recommend you keep your vices separate so that you know how each one affects your body individually. As a matter of fact, we wanted to try multiple beverages today, but decided one at a time so we could see the full effects and give a great review on just each one individually so that the effects don't overlap.
Correct, yeah. And like what you just said in regards to your magic weapon of your favorite mixology or your favorite cocktail. It's a favorite cocktail, right? It's a cocktail.
It's a new kind of cocktail.
It's a new kind of cocktail. What's nice about that is that you drink less also.
Yes.
Right? Like literally, and I've done this too, I'll have a mint, and it depends, again, like on people, everybody's different, but she might only have a half a mint and I might have more like a full mint. And then you're drinking less because, again, what you said, it hits you faster, so you drink less alcohol, which I think is...
Yeah, or you can have a nice small piece of dark chocolate that's infused with THC with a glass of red wine, and that can be like a nice Friday evening treat. Again, in the safety of your own home, no driving, all of that good stuff that you should already know.
Yes. All right, so I think that's it for our little chit chat. Let's just put some pause on here, and then we'll check in back with us in a bit after we drink our wine.
See if that sativa hits.
Let's see if that sativa hits. We'll check back in about 15 minutes and see how that sativa hits. See you in a bit.
It's a budget shoot.
Okay, yeah. Okay. Mission accomplished. Look at this. Okay, can I just say, look at this glass. This is so funny. Okay,
there's a little more.
I'm the pothead here, and look at, I still have like half a glass, but I'm high. But not like a nice high, but you must be really high. You must be really high, huh?
I'm fine.
Oh my God. Okay, so tell them what you did off camera.
I ate a lot.
We had a Portos. We had Portos. It wasn't our fault because they brought Portos here.
So for those who don't know, Portos is an awesome Cuban bakery.
Yeah, but it's okay. But it's one of those places that you want to eat everything, right? So we had Portos here. If the Portos wasn't here, we wouldn't have had it, right? We did eat all the...
If it wasn't here, you would not have had it. Then it's very accurate. So if you didn't think she was high.
Okay, but on that note, I'm just saying, like, you don't have to have the munchies. If the food's not there, you're not gonna eat it, right?
You have the munchies, but you won't satisfy them.
Correct. But I did have the cheese and all the pickles because I needed to. So here's the thing. It's been slow for me to drink this because it's been hard to drink it. Like it's not an easy drink for me. But apparently for this one, it was okay. So,
Our other friend said it tasted like Capri Sun.
Oh yeah, spiked with penicillin. So we did get other feedback, by the way. Yeah. So and then I also ate all the pickles because that's what was helping me drink the Canna wine or whatever. And goat cheese really goes down. Oh no, it's not goat cheese. It's brie. Brie goes really down with it too. And we do have Chinese food on the way, so that is definitely going to take care of. But we ordered it strategically, so it comes at dinner time.
That's right.
That's right.
So we could be like at peak high as we enjoy the best Chinese food in the world.
Yeah, but I don't know about you. I think we should put on some music and shake our bum bum. Yeah, that's what I think we should do. Because it feels good in my body right now.
Oh, the sativa's working.
Yeah.
She wants to get down and boogie.
Yes. So this is our feedback. All in all, in a scale of 1 to 5. 5 being bottom, 1 being number 1.
No, that's not how ratings
not
work. That's exactly the opposite of how ratings work in the world.
Okay. Tell me how ratings work. I didn't know those.
5 stars means you're the best.
Oh,
like a
I
hotel.
thought like number 1. Okay.
No, like you don't want to stay at the 1-star hotel. You want to stay at the 4-star hotel.
Oh, okay.
And speaking of 4 stars, we're gonna give the Rebel Coast Winery Cannabis-infused beverage 4 stars.
You're gonna give 4 stars.
4 stars.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Tell me 4 stars. Why 4 stars?
They lost a star for the weird aftertaste.
Yeah, you know, I'm with you. I think 4 stars also. I like the effect. It feels good.
Yeah, the effect is good.
The effect is good. I have energy. You don't feel couch locked. You feel like you want to go and party and have a good time.
And it did kick in 15 minutes.
Yeah.
No lie.
And I'm feeling good, and I drank like half of it. So you don't even need to drink a whole serving. And then I think, like, you're right, just that 1 star down because of the funny aftertaste. So again, like we kind of said earlier at the beginning, all these products are new. So I really have faith that whether it's their own way that they're making their recipe, that they'll be able to improve that, or it's a new company.
Yep.
Yeah. So speaking of new companies, we are going to try the other ones. Yay! Aren't you excited?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's my
I'm the guinea pig.
You're my little rata. So I don't think she minds though. I don't think she minds.
Don't call me a rata.
Sorry, is that bad? Is that one of those things that's bad?
Call me a rat.
Well, that's how they do the tests, for real. They do them on the mice and the rats. So, anyway, she's still my friend. Okay, we are going to do other taste tests on beers also.
Yes.
And this particular brand, they have another one that is a rosé flavor. So I want to try that one because I wasn't sure if that might have a different effect too.
No, maybe it's not a sativa. I wonder if they make indica wine.
Maybe, yeah.
Hybrid
But
wine?
you would think like a rosé would be more sativa. And I would think, oh, they need a red wine, and that could be like the indica. And the rosé could be the hybrid.
Okay, we're off track now.
Okay, we're off track. We're doing product development for this company, okay? It's free. It's
What
free.
were we even talking about? Oh, the next one.
Yes.
Beer time.
Beer. So you want to switch to beer next?
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll do beer next. There's a couple of brands that we've been hearing about. Lagunitas has been around for a long time, as well as New Frontier and Two Roots.
Yes. And maybe we can also, are there any mixers we need to try?
Yeah, I did tell her about that. There's this mixer that is basically kind of like a margarita mix. And you put it in alcohol, which we kind of said at the beginning, don't really do. But for those that are more experienced and are ready to take their
I thought you just made
higher.
like a cannabis cocktail, not mix it into
See, I was
alcohol.
thinking alcohol.
Damn, hardcore. Can't take her anywhere.
This one, hello, hardcore. Oh my God, speaking of.
Oops, I did it again.
Oops, I did it again. So tune in for the next one because it's going to be one of those other
Cervezas.
fun, fabulous
So next time
things.
we'll have tacos.
Oh yeah, tacos.
All right.
Guacamole.
Guacamole.
Guacamole, yes.
Yeah.
All right, so cheers. Do you need another
Oh
glass?
yeah, I need another glass.
Poquito.
Poquito.
Poquito. Just a
Poquito.
cheers.
Despacito.
Just